Hi everyone, welcome to Ask Nehru JavaScript tutorial series. In one of my previous video, I have explained about what is hoisting. Following that, today I am going to explore top 25 hoisting based tricky output related questions. Okay, without a further delay, I jump right into the code base. And before that, I request you to subscribe my channel if you haven't subscribed yet and hit the like button if you like this video. Okay guys, now it will be a guessing guys. You should guess and I will show you the output. Okay, so what will be the output of this? Just guess. And the output is undefined. Why this is guys? Because the variable, okay, declared with the var keyword, okay, are hoisted to the top and initialized to undefined. Okay, generally this happens. The declaration var a is moved to the top, but assignment happens after the console log. Okay, so that's the reason guys, it is undefined. Okay, thank you. Let's move to the next. Just guess guys, what could be the output? Output is undefined and 5. So what is happening here? Because the var x declared is hoisted because it's a functional scope. Okay, but assignment occurs at the runtime. Okay, therefore after the assignment we are printing the console here. So first is undefined and second is 5. Okay, this is what happens here. Okay guys, now let's move to the next. Just guess guys, what will be the output of this? The output is nothing. Okay, but error comes. What is the error? I go to the error part. It says uncaught reference error, cannot access x before initialization, because this is generally happens with the let keyword and also the const keyword. Okay, because this goes to temporal dead zone. Okay, it's a memory for the time being, it is there, but when we try to access the value before it is initializations, so the temporal dead zone throws this error. Okay, so only if you keep afterwards, it will give the proper value. If you give before this, it will throw this error. Okay guys, so I commented. Let's move to the next question. Guess guys, what will be the output of this? The output is 42. Okay, but there will be some tricky situations in that sometimes we forget to give the parenthesis, okay, which says that it's a function. So what will be the result? It's written 42 of function guys. Okay, and now let's move to next question. Guess guys, what will be the output? This output is also an error because there is no output. It says the same, cannot access a before initialization. It's a reference error guys. So the let keyword, okay, even though within the functions, after we invoke the function, the let variable a is in the temporal dead zone guys until its declaration is reached. Okay, so that's why it says this one. Okay, and let's move to next question. Just guess guys, what will be the output of this? The output of this is undefined. Okay, it's not throwing error, it's an undefined guys. Why this is so? Because the var a, okay, the var keyword a is a variable inside the function, okay, that shadows the out, okay, the outer variable. Okay, so due to hoisting, it is initiated to undefined because functionally it is hoisted. That's all guys. Okay, Fine. So therefore it is undefined. Guys, just guess what will be the output of this. It's quite tricky, guys. Think and say the answer. The output is undefined and number. In the first, type of A says undefined and type of B is defined. Why? Because the B is assigned with the value 3, okay, is in the global assignment. Therefore guys, you see it is the access even outside of the function. But this is a little bit grayed out because it is in the functional scope. Okay, therefore this is not declared. This B is not declared with a var keyword. Okay, but whereas A is declared with var keyword. I mean, it is local to the foo function. Okay, so therefore the first case it is undefined. The data type, I mean data type is undefined. The value is also undefined. And the case of B, it is 3, therefore it shows number. Okay guys, thank you. Let me move to next question. Just guess the output guys. The output is undefined and also an error. Okay, var keyword A is hoisted. Okay, therefore it says undefined and initialized to undefined. Okay, while B is in the temporal dead zone. Okay, because we are trying to access it before for the time being it is in the temporal dead zone. Okay guys, therefore both uncaught reference also comes and this undefined for A is also comes here. Okay, I comment this and move forward. Now guess guys what will be the output of this. Think for a while and answer. The output is undefined 5 and 20. Why this is so? Because the var A inside the function shadows the global A. Okay, and it's hoisted the declaration initializes it to the undefined. Okay, that's the reason guys. The next one, and actually it prints in the sequential order. The first A is printed, it is undefined in this case, and console log A here actually variable is hoisted, therefore it will access the value. We are defined the value also. So console dot log is A, that actually 5, and here it is 20. Therefore undefined 5 and 20 is printed here. Then let's move to next question. What will be the output of this? Just guess and tell. The output is undefined. Why is it so? The variable x is hoisted, but since it's assigned to a function expression, only the declaration is hoisted, not the assignment. No matter guys what you are assigning, ultimately it's a variable, okay, with var keyword. So undefined will be there if you try to access it before it is initialized. Now what will the output guys? Just guess for a while. Undefined. Why? Because bar variable with the var keyword is hoisted as a variable, okay, not as a function. Therefore it is initialized to undefined guys. Now guess guys what will be the result? The result is undefined and also it throws an error. Okay, why is it so? Here the undefined comes because the var A, the variable A inside the function shadows the outer A. Okay, while let B in the block, okay, I mean block scope is in the temporal dead zone guys. Okay, therefore we try to access before it shows error. Generally when we keep the variable outside, it shadows, we say, therefore generally it ignores guys. So whatever within the function, okay, that gives the priority. Okay guys, guess what will be the output of this. The output is it is throwing an error. Why guys? What's the reason? Okay, it throws two different error guys. but only one we are able to see. Okay, so one is reference error, guys. Okay, because let is on the top and we are trying to access the let first, therefore it throws reference error. And there is also one more error, not error, it is says undefined, because var a we are trying to access var a after the function is called. Therefore if you want to see the undefined, now here see here undefined is not there, but if I comment it, you can see this, guys, undefined. But generally if it is the reference error in pure JavaScript, it stops its execution afterwards. Okay, therefore here only the error is there, not output is there. Only if you comment this, okay, that means you are not trying to access it before its initialization, so it says undefined. Okay, that's quite tricky, guys. Sometimes we will confuse with the var keyword and let keyword, so be careful. Just guess what will be the output of this. So it will say undefined. Why is it so? Okay, because the var key, the foo is the function, but it is declared with the var. It will be just like a normal assignment of a value to a variable. Therefore var foo is hoisted, but bar is a function declaration that hoisted with its definition. Guys, this will really make you understand the fundamental of hoisting very well. Okay, so I request you to hit the like button if you like this video. Okay, so guess, guys, what will be the output of this? The output of this is undefined initially, because we have given var keyword and trying to access it with a. Okay, and the second to reference error comes, you see reference error is also there, B is reference error and C is also reference error. But if you want to see the line number 129, so here is the line number 129. Okay, B is the reference error. But if I comment this, and you will see line number 130 is also reference error. Okay, and it's not at all printing here, guys. Okay, there is no value printing here. Only if you comment this, you can see, because you are not actually trying to access it before its declarations. Now you will see the result, guys. Okay, so I commented because it's needed for you. Sometimes this tricky questions comes in interview as well. And let's move to the next question, guys. Just guess what will be the output of this. The output of this will come, first it will be undefined. Okay, I show you that undefined 10 and 5, because initially with the var keyword we try to access it, it is 5. I mean it is not 5, it is undefined. And second we are trying, means if it is true then it goes to this one, then it will print 10. And the line by line execution scenario, it comes to last. So already for this functions we have 5, then therefore it is showing 5. Okay, that's it, guys. Now let me move to the next question. Guys, what will the output of this? I no need to show, but it is saying, guys, sometimes it's a tricky. See, it's a block scope, guys, but it is throwing some kind of error. Okay, what's the error? Let's check. It says cannot redeclare block scoped variable a. Okay, why it is saying so? Because this var keyword is function scope, not a block scope. Now, but here I have given block scope. Okay, therefore it's already initialized with const keyword, and we're trying to reinitialize it, it will throw error. Okay, but now you see, guys, because now it is a global scope. Okay, but it is accessing it sometimes. This will be the scenario, guys. Okay, therefore with the var keyword it will throw error. But if you keep let keyword, it won't throw error, guys, because let is block scoped. And if you keep const, it is also block scoped, guys. Therefore it won't throw error. Therefore you just check for all this scenario. Not only you just see this, and also you practice it at your own. Okay, it won't give any error, it won't give any output, guys, rather it's an error. You see, identifier A has already been declared. This is an identifier A, that's a variable, is already been declared, therefore cannot redeclare the block scoped variable. You see the compile time how it throws error, and here also the runtime it says identifier A has already been declared. Okay, now guess the output, guys. What will be the output of this? You see, guys, 30, 20 and 10. Okay, but here it is ulta, right? 10, 20 and 30. But when we are printing this console log first. So therefore in the nested scope it prints first, and in the next nested it prints second, and third it prints the global scope. So therefore the first one is 30 with this scope, and 20 with this scope, and 10 with the global scope. Therefore 30, 20 and 10 is printed. Okay, guys, what will be the output of this? Guess, guys. The output is error, guys. Why? Because the const x, okay, the const x is in the temporal dead zone. Okay, so within the block scope, but we are trying to access x before the const declarations. Okay, therefore it results in a reference error. Okay, guys, and let's move to next. It's a similar questions, just guess the output, guys. It is also the same, guys. Okay, here we have given let, but here it is const, but here just we are swapping the scenario, but still you will see both, I mean the same reference error cannot access before initializations. Okay, because both the const and let keyword goes in the temporal dead zone in the top, and we try to access it before it declarations, it throws the reference error. Okay, and now guess the output, guys. The output is, it says reference error x. Why, guys? What's the reason? The reason is the let x, the let x inside the outer, okay, this is the outer function, okay, is hoisted and is in the temporal dead zone, and attempted to log before its initializations, it leads to reference error, guys. Okay, no results comes. That's the reason, guys. Okay, now let's move to next one. Just guess what's the output of this. So we don't have any functions, we have only scopes. Okay, just guess. The output is like this. If you have, just know, guys, actually whenever you try to do this, just write it in paper and think what will be the output of this, and then pause the video and then go for it. Okay, it will be a great, then you to compare your answer and the answer which comes. Okay, so A is printed, I mean 30 is printed first, and when we invoke the B, because already is available on top of the scope, so therefore B is 20, and A again 10 from this scope, and B is 20, this is from this scope, and B we're trying to access it, and it is already in the variable scope, therefore 20 printed again. Okay, guys, guess the output of this. The output is undefined 10, 20, 30 and 10. If your answer is exactly as the same, then it really goes great. Okay, guys, why it is so? Because inside the block A is 10, it is accessible due to var hoisting, and B and C are block scoped. So it is accessible only inside the block. Okay, outside the block, B and C are not defined. So it's resulting in reference error also, guys. You look at here, because we are trying to access B here. Okay, but this B is not in the global scope. Therefore, it throws reference error, and for rest of them, it gives proper result. And we are at the end of the video. Let's see. Okay, second last question. Guess the output, guys. The output is error. Why it is error? Cannot access X before initialization. Okay. See, guys, we are trying to access after it, but it throws an error. Why is it so? Because the X on the right hand side of the assignment, okay, that refers to the same X being declared in the block scope. Understand? So this creates a circular dependency, guys. Therefore, in the X, okay, is in the temporal dead zone. This X is in the temporal dead zone, and resulting is the reference error. Okay, this is quite tricky, guys. Okay, and we are going to meet one more tricky. Last question, but not the least. Okay, first of all, let me comment this. Sorry, comment this. The result is 1. Okay, just think, guys, why it is 1. Okay, because we are not trying to access this X. Okay, outer, we are not trying to access this outer X to here. Okay, therefore it gives proper result. It's not throwing any error, guys. Okay, that's it, guys. So we have gone through 25 tricky. If you know this very well, sure, guys. Okay, even in live coding, I mean in your project, and also in interview, you easily crack it or pass it. Thank you, guys. I meet you in the next video.